What's true in real life can be true for your Dungeons and Dragons characters as well. Sometimes you just need a nap. And if things are really bad, maybe just call it a day, pack it in, and we'll try again tomorrow. In this D&D 101 video, we're talking about rests. On page 186 of the Player's Handbook and 70 in the Basic Rules, I'm going to link to both of those down in the description, we get the two flavors of rests, the short rest and the long rest. A short rest is at least 1 hour where your characters are just chilling. Maybe grab a bite to eat, drink some water, perhaps bandage up your injuries, rest your eyes. On a short rest, you can roll one or more of your hit die, adding your constitution bonus each time. Don't forget, people forget. And you can get that much healing back. You can roll these one at a time. You don't have to declare how many you're going to use and then stick to that. So if you have 3 hit die and the second roll gets you to full health, hold on to that third one. Now, the size of your hit die is determined by your class, and the amount that you have, the quantity, is equal to the number of your level. You regain spent hit die when you take a long rest, half as many as your level rounded down, because, say it with me class, in D&D we always round down. So, if you are level 5, you are regaining 2 hit die, up to your maximum of 5 total every time you take a long rest. A long rest is essentially a good night's sleep. It extends at least 8 hours, but technically your character only needs to sleep for 6 of those hours, so you can spend the other 2 eating dinner, keeping watch, whatever. Now, rests are a great opportunity to roleplay. So if you're finding it challenging to squeeze your character's personality into combat and exploration and the other parts of the game, having them tell a story or just making a quip as they prepare dinner or sharpen their sword or study their spellbook while resting is a great way to add a little more of that storytelling flavor to the game. Now, you want to take this to the next level. Have your character ask a question of another player character while sitting around the fire. That right there, that's the good stuff. That's the gold standard, in my opinion. Having PCs showing genuine interest in other PCs. Give your DM a chance to, rest their vocal cords for a second and do some relating between the player characters. At the end of a long rest, your character regains all of their hit points. Pretty cool, right? There are variants in the Dungeon Master's Guide to add a little more verisimilitude, a little more truthiness to the game so that when you almost get killed by an angry orc with a huge axe, it takes a little bit more than sleeping it off to, be 100. But rules is written, that's exactly what happens. Also, all of your character's expendable resources, spell slots being the prime example here, replenish as well on a long rest. Now, certain classes regain abilities on a short rest as well, so learn the particular specifics for your character. So why don't we just take a long rest after every fight? Great question with a couple of answers. 1, it's cheesy, flippant maybe, but true. 2, you can't take a long rest more than once per day, per 24 hours. So 8 hours becomes more like 32 if we're going to take this to the extreme. The third reason a long rest has to be uninterrupted and at least 8 hours. But if you're in a dangerous place and someone is keeping watch, it actually works out to 9 hours if you do 3 shifts. Do the math or trust me on that one. If something comes upon you, right, and you wake up your friends while you're keeping watch, and you have a fight right before the dawn, it doesn't matter if you just slept for 7 hours, the clock has been reset. Dungeons and Dragons, at least good Dungeons and Dragons, is not like a video game where the enemies are just sitting around in a room waiting for the heroes to burst down the door and come kill them. There are monsters wandering this dungeon looking for their next meal. There are intelligent creatures on patrol, and the big bad is always out there working to advance their evil plans, even if the party has hit snooze. I made a quick video on this very topic for my Dungeon Masters and aspiring Dungeon Masters out there. I'm going to put a link up for that. Also, here's the rest of the D&D 101 playlist if you are a player or an aspiring DM trying to get the basic rules of D&D down. And for good measure, here's another couple videos that might actually appeal to you, help you up your game. Thank you so much for watching. Get out there, have fun, be kind to yourself, be kind to each other, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much. Bye.